Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. We're looking at the book of Revelation and talking about end time events. And we're doing a little bit of an overview as we prepare to go through the book of Revelation chapter by chapter. Now, we're talking specifically now about 1 Corinthians 15 and 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 about the event that is called the rapture, the catching away of the church. We ask who would be raptured? All believers, and even those who have died in Christ, their bodies get resurrected, reunite with their souls and their spirits who come back with the Lord in the air, according to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. Then we who are alive and remain, we get caught up, we get changed, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, and we forever will be with the Lord. Now, when we get to heaven, okay, we're going to, I believe at that point, enjoy the glories and splendors of heaven, but something also takes place on earth. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 4, we are told that when the restrainer is removed, then the Antichrist, the man of lawlessness, man of iniquity, can be revealed. We believe that's a reference to the Antichrist who will be revealed after the rapture of the church. And one of the first things he will do is bring peace. He comes on a white horse, according to Revelations chapter 5. He comes on a white horse, and when he comes on the white horse, he brings peace. I've heard that a leader of Europe has said in the past that he says, give us a man who will bring us peace, and whether he be God or devil, whether he be a man or a devil, we will follow him. That's pretty, oh goodness sakes, I can't even imagine. So, but we'll follow him if he will bring us peace. The world is looking for peace, and boy, it's wars and rumors of wars and tension on every side, and it's getting worse every day. So someone is going to come and promise peace. And one of the first things Antichrist does, he promises peace. He's a tremendous leader, and people believe him, and he's going to make a peace treaty with Israel, the volatile part in the Middle East and that part of the world. And so he'll make a peace treaty with Israel, and that kicks off exactly the 7-year tribulation period when that peace treaty is signed with Israel. Now, and the tribulation begins. Now, only lost people enter the tribulation period. All the people that have been saved, born again during the church age are raptured. All the saints of the Old Testament are in heaven also with the Lord in Abraham's bosom. It's described as in Luke chapter 16. Now, we're in heaven, and during this time, and I believe it's actually during this time of the tribulation on earth that the judgment seat of Christ takes place. That's when we will receive our rewards that will determine how we will rule and reign with Christ when he comes back. And we'll come back to that in just maybe a few days here, depends on how long it takes me to get to it, and talk about coming back with Christ at the end of the tribulation period and going into the millennial reign of Jesus Christ. So who can be saved, okay, during the tribulation? And that's important because I'm convinced 144,000 Jews will be marked, and there'll be 12,000 from each tribe, and they will go forth like a flaming apostle Paul's to the four corners of the earth preaching the gospel. I really personally, and remember I said these are my thoughts and opinions, in Revelations chapter, I believe it is 11, there are the two witnesses that I think come down right after the tribulation begins. These two witnesses come. Some people believe they're Elijah, and one of them is Elijah, and one of them is Moses, and they begin to preach. For 3.5 years, they preach the gospel, and they can't be touched, they can't be harmed. They're a thorn in the Antichrist side. They're a thorn in all those who hate God and hate his word, but they can't be touched, and they preach. When they're preaching, 144,000 Jews get saved. They're preaching from the streets of Jerusalem. 144,000 Jews get saved. They're marked. They can't be hurt. They preach the gospel. They go to the four corners of the earth, and that's when every tribe and every kindred and every tongue and every nation hears clearly a presentation of the gospel, and millions upon millions upon millions come to know Jesus Christ during the tribulation period through the preaching of these 144,000 and these two witnesses. And tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about that, so you stay tuned. Go back and listen to previous chats to catch up to where we are today, and tomorrow we'll pick up. I know tomorrow's Christmas Day, but we'll look at what takes place as people come to Christ in the tribulation period. God bless you. You have a wonderful, wonderful day.